to Before the Bat, the Gotham podcast, the Southgate Movie Group guide to the TV show Gotham and all things Batman. I am Phil. With me, as always, is Kelly.
Hey, hey.
Listen to that glow in her voice. This is our.
They don't know, so.
This is our mid-season special. Something came up at the last minute. Tyler couldn't make it, but with us are Lilith and Crystal from the Gotham Gossip on Channel 52.
Hey guys.
That's right. It's me and the three of them, so I feel like the bartender at Ladies' Night.
Oh, yes, it's Ladies' Night, and the reason right.
So, Tigress, Stabby Babs, and Harley Quinn walk into a room. Go!
That's what we have right now.
Hammer here.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those nights, folks. Oh, Lilith, I thought you were ready to go.
I am ready. Let's rock. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Well, the mid-season finale. What do we want to talk about? Do we start at the beginning with Alfred at the dump?
That's about right for Alfred at this point.
What?
The child beater that he is.
Such a juxtaposition. You know, you got Alfred the butler in a junkyard. And hiding in a freezer, no less.
And then tries to pull Grand Theft Auto.
I need this!
Until we got tased.
Right in the face.
But I just got that symmetry. He's hiding in a freezer in the beginning, and then we got that at the end of the episode, but we'll get there.
You know what that's an ode to, don't you?
What?
Like the old Batman comics in the beginning when Batman used to kill people that way by like getting them to hide in things and getting it crushed.
I thought he just
like
shot him.
30s. No, seriously, that's what it reminded me of anyway. Like one of the first 5 issues of Batman, he like ran a criminal into the junkyard so he could be smushed, and he watched with glee.
Really messed up.
Anyway, that was great though.
Hey, did you guys see that Facebook post about Bruce Wayne was giving away 4.5 million shares of Wayne Enterprises stock?
Oh yeah, you just had to let's share the post, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I should own all of Wayne Enterprises by now?
You could.
What is this, The Dark Knight Rises?
Hello, Mr. Wayne. And then I guess they were hiding Lucius Fox in the Batcave all season.
Yeah, they were.
He was working on that hard drive the whole season. That was one messed up hard drive.
I guess. I mean, you did see him for how many weeks, and he just all of a sudden he pops out of the cave. He's like, "Hello, Bruce, Alfred."
Oh wow, there's a lamp and the window is open.
Convenient.
Somebody didn't bring my tea down on time, so I'm gonna go to GSPD.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. He was like, "Oh, I know something opened to Alfred. He didn't bring me my midnight snack."
Convenient plot buddy was convenient. So maybe he was with the prisoners from Leon Yu feeding them.
No, I think Ronnie stopped by and fed on him.
Oh, okay.
At least you do get fed at Star Labs.
That's true.
They don't even get a bathroom, remember?
They're using those 52 dimension plot holes. I mean, plastic to pour away the poop and the pee.
Wait a minute. What have they done with the Lego Room of Requirement?
They disassembled it.
Did they turn that into a bathroom?
This is before the bat, not Flashpoint, ladies.
Anyway.
Can we
Before
talk
the
about my
bathroom,
favorite
right?
thing, though?
What?
It's before
Gordon
the bathroom.
waking up in Bigma's house.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably like, this is real. This is one messed up dream.
Yeah. So confused.
Well, he was dreaming about Barbara, and then he wakes up to the Odd Couple singing to him.
And what was the deal with the butterfly coming out of her mouth?
She's always having things coming out of her mouth. I feel like this is some symbology that that's going straight over my head.
I don't know. Tell us, Stabby Babs.
flying away and finally being released. I don't know. It was weird.
Maybe she needs to keep her mouth shut. I don't know.
And her pants on.
No, let's see the legs. I definitely the legs work for me.
Whoa. No, if anyone needs to keep their pants on, it's Lee.
Yeah, that's true.
With art imitating life.
Yes. Wow.
She was like, oh, I'm pregnant. Everyone was like, yeah, we kind of guessed that was coming.
Yeah, we wrote that.
Are you gonna die or are you gonna live?
Really? that had to be the most interesting thing. What happened? If they'd already written it in, and then she is.
She's like, they wrote it in. She was like, they wrote it in the
That's a
script.
method actor for you.
I was gonna say,
Yes.
Well, she was like, Ben, they wrote it into the script, so we have to get pregnant.
Yes. That's it.
Wow. They're really looking for that bonus. I said bonus. What about the whole freaky ceremony with Bruce and I guess what? Again. Yeah, well, he was getting ready for bed in 1865.
All he needed was a little candle and one of those little hats.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like he was gonna go outside and get on the Polar Express.
I was gonna say go to the outhouse or something.
Is it just me, or was the whole thing with Silver just really, really tragic? What a broken girl she is.
Oh yeah, because Theo was using her, and then she fell in love with Bruce, and he was like, "Well, no, you played me too many times."
Yeah, I mean, what?
Your name's not Talia. I have no time for that.
Or even Selena.
Just messed up.
But she got away with Tabitha, so I feel like we should have had webisodes while we were waiting, with just the two of them getting into trouble.
The road trip.
Oh, that could have been fun.
Their version of the Harley Quinn road trip.
Yep. Hey, we even have Poison Ivy in Gotham.
There you go.
Yes, we do.
Oh, they could so almost do that, couldn't they? We got Ivy, we got Selena.
Girls' night out.
Yeah, what do you think I'm in the middle of?
Wait a minute, they could all go back to Barbara's apartment, right?
Exactly. Babs has got enough booze for everybody.
Yeah.
Or pills.
Seeing that she doesn't need them anymore.
Okay, here's my problem with their escape. It's like, can you really use a parachute from... I thought you had to be higher up for a parachute to be effective.
Well, there is one for base jumping, right? Which is a shorter...
Yeah,
but even still then, you're jumping. Aren't you jumping off the roof of the building? They were lower than even the roof of the building.
Hashtag comic.
Hashtag it's Gotham.
Yeah.
Oh.
What about the whole thing with Jim? I mean, the whole premise of Jim teaming up with these bad guys to do something good. How messed up is that?
Not as messed up as the end.
Well, yeah. But you know what I'm saying.
Well, I guess, I don't know. I think, hasn't the theme of this season sort of been Jim Gordon's trying to go by the system, but the system keeps letting him down?
Kind of. But has he really? Because he keeps getting into trouble on the way.
Oh, yeah. I think he wants to see immediate results, but, he's not getting immediate results, so.
Right.
So what you're saying is Jim Gordon becomes the first Batman?
In a way.
Once again with life imitating art. Or art imitating art. Where's he going to wear a blue bunny suit?
Bat Bunny?
Wait, no, that's not the guy. I was going to say, doesn't the guy that created the Tick work on that show, actually? I think he does.
Oh, my Gotham?
Yeah. Because he used to work on Supernatural, and then he moved to Gotham.
Well, Supernatural, you should know better than the rest of us.
Yeah, he wasn't one of my favorite writers on Supernatural. He's done a great job on Gotham. It fits his kooky personality. I'm having a senior moment, don't mind me. Anyway, I was kind of disappointed with the order of saying dumbass. I was really they're just gonna stand around and chant like I really hope that Theo comes back as Azrael and like gives us a good run for our money. Like something has to come with plot.
All I could think of was Monty Python. Donna nobis requiem.
Well, Theo could come back as Azrael, because, I mean, didn't they say Azrael's coming, so...
Yeah, they took his body back to the place, to Indian Hill.
They took him to Indian Hill, and I'm sure they're going to remove the umbrella from his mouth.
That had to hurt.
Problem.
Probably didn't hurt, he's already dead.
Oh, thank God.
He's dead, Jim.
Oh...
That's the most excited I got though. Like seriously, not the Freeze, Mr. Freeze at the end, but like I was like Doctor Strange, Professor Strange. Wrong franchise.
That is not Cumberbatch there.
No, it's Beanie Wong, one of my favorite actors ever. So I'm like really. And then we also saw Fish's body. I'm just calling it. It's Fish when Jada Pinkett Smith gets done on that show of hers. I know it's not going to make it to a second issue. She'll come back.
Or I mean, they could always say she has a different face, and they could cast a whole nother actress.
Yeah, because the
Smith's got a hold of that DC Entertainment life, though. So
yeah,
we'll see.
They all just show up. Jerome, Fish, Theo. They all come back. Bridget.
I could just see this dream. I could see this happening in Jim's nightmare too. How fun would that?
They're going to be the new Inner Gang, Phil.
Yeah.
Ah, good. Maybe we'll see the real Superman. If you want to get half of Lilith and I's jokes, listen to World's Finest.
So what do you think about Jim's like whole thing about just kind of walking away and letting Penguin do whatever he wanted to do? And
well, I don't think that was as bad as Jim actually coming up and shooting Theo dead.
That too, but it's just like, okay, I like a good anti-hero. Anybody who listens to Channel 52 or World's Finest knows that. But this, I mean, he's supposed to be, Gotham's golden boy, and he's got a black soul, man. This is not the Gordon I'm used to, and it makes me uncomfortable.
Well, you gotta think, Gotham would break anybody. Like, this city is, the way they're portraying it, it's just insane. Like, you could be a saint or something, and it's still gonna get to you.
It didn't get to Barnes yet.
Because Barnes is already evil.
I know, that's our working theory.
Barnes saw Theo alive when Jim had his gun pointed at him. So that could be a big problem for Jim.
Well, that's what I was thinking, because I just rewatched it today. I was just wondering, is Jim going to say, oh yeah, they knocked me out too, and they just took Theo, and I don't know where he's at, or?
I don't know.
In for a penny, in for a pound at this point.
Well, I read an article yesterday, actually, where they were talking about the second half of the season. And they said that Barnes is going to be on Jim's case and he won't be able to sweep this under the rug. So he's probably going to get fired again, as usual.
Hopefully him and Harvey become private eyes like I want.
That'd be cool, actually. That would be really cool.
Sam and Twitch? No, but that, I don't know. I didn't want to skip to the end, but it's just like, okay, so Jim murders Theo, and then that puts him in the mood to propose.
Hey, what's a good killing to get you in the mood to propose, Phil?
Well, he did just have a bomb dropped on him, too,
What, the pregnancy, or?
Yes.
Yeah, he's got to do the right thing, because he's Mr. Goody Two-Shoes.
Yeah, after he murdered a guy, yeah, Mr. Goody Two-Shoes.
That's a real weird one there, yeah.
Let's all be real. Jim Gordon is the real father of Bruce Wayne, and that's why he's so damn invested. So sorry, Lee. That whole trapping him thing is not going to work for you.
Oh.
I don't know. As much as I love the character of Lee and everything, she just seems so dang shady, right? Like, I just can never really put my finger on it. It's just like...
Well, I thought you and Crystal had that theory about a certain part of his anatomy that drives the women crazy.
Literally insane. Yeah, we do. But it might be working. It might be her. Like, he has gotten really, really dark since he's been with her. Like, a lot, like, it could be a coincidence, but I'm just saying, she seems to attract the crazy more than Barbara ever did.
And she's all about, he never keeps secrets from me, in the episode where Barbara kidnapped both of them, and she's like, oh.
Exactly.
Maybe their pillow talk at night is scheming.
Well, that's going to be the interesting thing too. Is Lee going to say, what happened to Theo, or is she going to be like, I don't care?
I don't want to know now that I'm pregnant. I have plausible deniability.
Well, I wish I still had the link to that article, and I can't find it. But it also mentioned, the same one that mentioned about Barnes being on Jim's case, it also mentioned that Jim trying to have honest relationships in his life betray him, and the biggest price he's going to pay is his relationship with Lee. So she's probably going to die.
Well, it's funny because in a review I read, it says, I wonder if Lee and Jim, the character, if the people actually take inspiration from their on-screen personas and get married in real life too. If they do, let's hope he doesn't pop the question like this.
He pops into her right after her character gets murdered. Well, here's a consolation prize.
Or just why he's like covered in like fake blood or something.
Or she's just like, Ben, did you just kill somebody?
I must say, I can't wait to see her in the Deadpool movie.
Me either. She looks so pretty in the preview.
Oh, yeah.
I love her. She's awesome.
Can we just back up, though, to, like, when freaking Alfred shows up and he's talking to Bullock and he's like, what do you need?
Bullock's like, yep, I gotcha.
And they just all meet up and everything, and then like Selena shows up and I'm like, what is she, 13? And you're just handing this girl a bulletproof vest? Like, oh, you are gonna be a terrible parent.
And then how Fox knows the answer to Nigma's riddles and figures out where Jim is.
Oh, I know.
Well, that was a pretty easy one, though, right?
Well, yeah, but still.
The rest of them didn't know. I mean, he was like, wait, who are you?
Yeah. Nick was like, hello? Who invited you to this party?
Who brought this smart guy?
Oh, what do you guys think about the Tabitha and Theo breakup, though? I'm a little bummed, but I'm glad that she's kind of from under his thumb. I want to see her really, like, break loose. I hope she, like, comes back and, like, wreaks havoc. More than, like, the assassin thing. We know how that turned out.
Yeah. Well,
so, I was going to say, I guess we got confirmation that they weren't literally brother and sister, because she's like, I knew you from back in the day. And it's like,
I told you guys that, and that's why I shipped it. I told you guys.
Well, we kind of figured.
Yeah, I think that it's going to be interesting if she breaks out on her own, and does she form her kind of like her own group of women cat burglars. That would be interesting, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of female
the Red Claw. Hashtag Batman the Animated Series.
But she's not Russian.
TV adaptation. Okay. I mean, we all know how Superman Doomsday turned out. Just saying.
Hey, we actually did get an email, though. I put up a thing earlier today asking for emails and stuff.
Woohoo!
Yeah, Dave White, fellow podcaster on Southgate Media Group.
Yay, Dave!
Yeah, you could follow him on Twitter.
This isn't an 80s show? Just kidding.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
right.
this show. 80s. Oh, yeah,
yes.
At 80s Reboot on Twitter, but he was saying he said he's looking forward to Victor Freeze, and he wants our predictions on how are they going to pit him against Gordon, and how matched will the GCPD be without vigilante help from Batman. And he wishes they hadn't killed off Jerome. He was wickedly evil in a great Jokerish way.
Jerome ain't dead. He come back. I promise.
Nobody's ever truly dead on this show.
That's right. He's only mostly dead. And mostly dead is slightly alive.
Exactly.
And the only members of the GCPD are like, there's 4 members left after the season, so.
I know, it's like, who's stupid enough to get a job in the GCPD?
Well, we're hiring. Yeah, no, thank you.
we have a big turnover rate.
Not as in we lay people off, more as in you die.
They lay people in the graves. Is what
I was going to say, what's your benefit package? Oh, we have 50% off funerals for you.
Yeah.
Really good life insurance policy.
So, I was a little disappointed, like, the lack of use of the character of Harvey Dent, but I hear in the back half of this season, they're going to use him more, and I'm like, well, you did say he was a series regular, so we might as well get our money's worth out of him.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that.
Oh, yeah.
That would be cool. We need some Harvey.
But did this really feel like a mid-season finale to you guys?
I don't know about most of the episode, but I mean, probably like the end, you know, the whole Jim Gordon killing a guy, and why it didn't seem like one to you.
Like the end specifically bothered me with like the Professor Strange and the, you know, Victor Freeze guy. It's just like, oh, here's just some teasers. and nothing was really like left as a cliffhanger, like a true like, oh my God, you know. It's just kind of like, okay, we're done with this arc, and when we come back, it's gonna be it's a new day in Gotham.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to do a cliffhanger on this show because I mean, you know, Gordon survives, you know, Bruce survives, you know, Alfred survives.
I guess their attempt at a cliffhanger was the proposal.
I say Lee doesn't say yes.
Is she smart? She'll look Gordon straight in the face and be like, "Do you think I'm stupid?" and just get up and walk away.
Well, she kind of wanted, I don't know, she wanted him to kind of leave town with her or something before they told him Bruce was kidnapped.
Yeah, and he's like, nah, my son's in trouble. I can't.
All I gotta say is I got a much better proposal. Thank you very much.
I should hope so.
I don't know. I like this episode well enough. They brought in a lot of people for this one. I think that's the most mid-season finale-ish thing they did was like basically, hey, remember that guy? Everybody's here. Except
it was basically everyone versus Theo in the Order of Saint Dumbass.
That's been a really disappointing storyline. I hope there's more to it. That's all that I can really say about it.
I want to know if they're going to bring Liv into Indian Hill to, you know, work on them. All the people that are in there. Liv needs to help.
For my zombie?
Uh-huh.
You want her to munch on some brains?
Yes, I do.
I don't know, it's Gotham. You have trouble finding some brains.
Ooh, nice.
Ouch.
Burn!
Yes.
But what about, so it looks like Mr. Freeze was already like all completely, you know, dudded up in his suit. So what, you think he's already had the accident?
Oh, that's a bummer. I would have really liked to see their take on that origin. We might get a flashback, but I mean, I thought that they said that they cast the actress for Nora Freeze.
Wait a minute. Did
they
Lilith,
made it that it's flashbacks, though.
I was going to say, did Lilith just ask for a flashback? I'm terrified.
As long as it's not Arrow, I don't care. Everybody else does them better. Even Supergirl does them better.
Okay. I just wanted to check and make sure I was hearing this right.
Plus, I'm a little delirious. Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right.
I was wondering
when I
when
start asking for them on Arrow, that's when you worry about me. That's when you have to come down to Florida and check on me.
Okay.
Too much cough syrup.
She gargled something funny.
I find it really interesting that he had the little, but it looks like a prototype gun, so he just might have started. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't look like the full-fledged.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Yeah, but I was gonna say at least that way, if if he's already frozen, that would explain how he could face Batman. How much later he won't age like the rest of the villains.
Nobody's gonna be left for Bruce. He's gonna have like all the Batman Beyond villains. It's gonna be like Ink and.
Oh, they're all going to be in a nursing home, and Batman's just going to walk in
with their walkers and their canes with the claws on them. Yes.
Well, I was thinking about this today, but like take Oswald. What age do you think he is? I'd say let's say 20s now. So
I think he's in his later 20s, maybe like 27ish.
So even like 20 years from now, he could be in his late 40s, early 50s. So I mean, I could see.
I could still cause plenty of trouble, so that's doable.
He does yoga and he eats healthy. Yeah,
right. It's doable.
Yeah, because I mean, when they usually portray the Penguin, he's usually older and like pudgier anyway. So it's
I'm I would be young enough to be a supervillain if I cared to be so.
You could go to the Lilith's supervillain training school.
Yes, I could.
It's sponsored by LexCorp.
There you go. There you go. Great. How do I enroll?
$1 million. I don't know, but I think that I'm really excited how season 2 is kind of formed and shaped up. It's a lot better than season 1, but we also don't have like the interruptions and a lot of suit input is what I've noticed is how the story flows a lot better, so I'm happy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then they added on those episodes at the end of season 1, so they had to like kind of scramble, I think, to put together more story.
I really like the ogre storyline. Those 3 like episode arcs were really actually pretty good.
Yeah, they were good, yeah, but it just seemed like, the first half of the season seemed completely different from the second half.
Yeah, they didn't know what they wanted to be. Are we a procedural? Are we this? Are we that? Are we a dark comedy on FX?
They were getting a legit season.
Right. Finally, they grew up and knew what they wanted to be.
But yeah, they're not taking 20 mini breaks. Now they're just taking one big, long 3-month break.
Right. Which is crazy, but... Hopefully
it also makes sense though because of Lucifer. Like, it got its time slot, right? By the time Lucifer's done, Gotham will be back. So they were hoping, like, hey, we'll put this in the slot, and it's in the DC vertical wheelhouse, and it's a procedural, and Fox loves procedurals. Here you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, how many episodes did Lucifer get?
I think it only got 13.
Okay, because I was going to say I don't know how many weeks because I think
it starts the Monday before Flash.
It's a procedural with wings,
horns.
Yeah. Wings too.
What is this, a Red Bull commercial?
Exactly.
Or a Fox commercial, geez. Because I don't think Gotham, February, I think it's like the last Monday in February. I think it is like, what is it, the 28th or the 29th, whatever that last Monday is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
there you go.
Enough time.
The hiatus of all hiatuses. Almost as long as Sherlock.
Never. Nothing will ever be as long as Sherlock hiatuses. 10 years is too long. # bitter fame.
No, please. There's no longer breaks than when Kevin Smith writes a comic book series.
True. At least you have all the other Kevin Smith stuff to hold you over.
Snooch to the booch.
So where do you think we go from here?
Us or the show?
I think Lee's still driving.
A long trail of burnt rubber.
Yes.
If she's smart.
If she's smart, yes.
Okay, well then she's still in town.
So you think the baby's actually going to be born, or is this going to be a tragic accident?
I think she's
like soap opera.
She's going to die like before she gives birth, or before they decide to get married, or like you suggested, Lilith, it's going to be like a red wedding, Game of Thrones kind of thing.
Oh no.
Or they'll give him up for adoption and it comes back 20 years later as James Jr.
Or Barbara.
Oh.
I am your father.
No, she does have the baby, but she gets married to Lucius Fox and they rename him Luke, and there we go.
That's pretty messed up.
Let's see what else. Oh, Bullock can't climb stairs pretty quickly.
You leave my little Luigi alone.
Hey, saved Jim's life.
Like,
he's always there.
The most convenient plot point ever.
Plot bunny.
Oh, you know what I put down in my notes? When they were planning, when they were in the apartment planning to storm the, the whole ceremony. Oswald, Jim, and everyone. I'm like, wait a minute. In my notes, I kept calling them the Squad. I was like, wait, is this the original Suicide Squad?
Pretty much. At least for Jim's career.
Oh.
He should have been a lawyer.
Yep. Totally.
But I called this earlier in the season. I was like, somehow Alfred and Selena are going to have to team up eventually to save Bruce.
After he...
Yeah.
Even after the slap, yeah.
Well, actually, it kind of worked because they're handing, as Lil said, a 13-year-old a bulletproof vest. Alfred would be in on that. He abuses children, so why not let him get shot at?
He's like, maybe she'll get taken out now. I'll never have to see her again.
Maybe I don't have to worry about her hanging
baby
out
Bruce.
with Bruce.
Did she even have a bulletproof vest?
Yeah, she did.
Okay, because I know, yeah, in the beginning, well, in the beginning,
She's the only one he handed one to. That's the only one he cares about.
I'm trying to remember. She had to sneak in like the sewer, the tunnel underneath, and like let them in.
That's squad goals right there. Like I would much rather actually like just have Jim Gordon go ahead and like have his own gang of minions. Like he just takes the city over from Penguin.
It appoints himself dictator or what?
Yes, just kills everybody in all 5 people left in the GCPD, all the mayors, assistant mayors, the city council, and just kills Penguin, throws him in the river like he should have in the season 1, and just becomes king of Gotham.
The Czar of Gotham, yes.
Declares no man's land.
Exactly. And then Lex Luthor becomes president.
Oh.
Listen to that, Gotham writers. Make that happen.
By that time, Bruce is old enough to come in as Batman and clean up what Jim did, right?
Exactly. But it's not really Jim, it's his evil clone, and the real Jim is in a basement.
Tahiti with Lee, right?
No
Traveling
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. references.
Traveling the country under the name Ben Riley.
All the comic book shows blurted into
Little's like, no Marvel references.
Sorry.
That was a good one. You know I love it.
Tahiti's a magical place.
Maybe that's where you guys should go for your honeymoon.
Oh, that's right. We'd even mentioned, since we've been away, Miss Kelly got engaged, everyone.
Yup. Pretty crazy.
So you can send your congratulations or wedding presents of any shape or size. It's Super Squint.
Comic books included.
Oh, cool. I'll just dump it all in our folder. You're a cheap date, Kelly.
I am. I amuse easily.
You didn't get married on me, engaged on me, did you, Crystal?
No.
Single gals got to stick together.
Yep.
So yeah, Phil. Anything else?
No, I just would have waited to get married if I knew I was going to get comic books when I come. So is that it?
Are you gonna rate the episode or?
All right. What would you rate the episode, Little Hellfire?
I've watched this episode 4 times, and it actually keeps getting better and funnier. So I'm gonna go ahead. It's out of 5 batarangs, right?
Yeah, we'll do 5.
Okay. So I'll give it like a 4.
That didn't sound like a very enthused. He's like, I don't agree with that.
No, I'm mulling that over. No,
You think about it. It had everything. It had almost everybody in it. Action, comedy. It's really like, okay, Jim's off the deep end. And I like Jim off the deep end because this is an Elseworld tale. So, I mean, let's see how far down the rabbit hole they can really take it for me at this point.
Well, no, I was just thinking over that, it was an episode where a cult tries to sacrifice a young boy, and then, the cop takes, the main mastermind out, lets him get beaten, and then shoots him in the head and kills him. And Lilith's like, yeah, each time the episode keeps getting funnier.
It's my kind of episode, Phil. Finally, Gotham is as dark as I want it to be.
Crystal, what would you rate the episode?
Oh, I know when I rate or grade episodes with Lilith, we pretty much run around the same one. So I'll agree with Lilith with the 4.
And the soon-to-be married Kelly?
I would say, the same thing happens with me, but I would actually go with 4.25 batarangs just for watching our poor butler get tased in the face. That was pretty funny.
I honestly
karma.
That whole scene, I was honestly like, is this really turning into Grand Theft Auto Gotham?
Yes, it did.
They should totally make that now.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have a bat bike and a Batmobile. And a
have,
Nightwing bike.
Have Alfred grab you off the bike and throw you.
I need this.
And then randomly Alfred pops up and just beats you in the face sometimes.
You try to beat up the hooker, but it's Selena Kyle. She just whips you to death.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
Somebody make me a Gotham skin for Grand Theft Auto, please.
Oh, and of course, Barbara pantsless somewhere on motorcycle.
She's this is running around saying, "Damn Popo."
Messed up. We're messed up. You know that.
It's still the holidays, technically. We're just getting over.
Yes, blame it on Lilith's hangover.
And cough medicine.
What about you, Phil?
I don't know, just listening to what you all said, I think I got to agree with the 4 because, I mean, just everything we got, the Alfred tasing, the messed up pregnancy announcement and proposal, Jim Gordon going all badass killer. So, what does it do to the self-esteem of a grown man when he gets knocked out by like a 13-year-old girl? When she knocked out that guard, let them in.
She's a resourceful young lady, Phil. It's no shame.
Yeah, but then you get the whole umbrella in the mouth and got that shot of fish and the sneak peek of Mr. Freeze. Yeah, I gotta go with the 4.
Oh, okay. One last question though. Okay, what do you think Indian Hills is actually like? Maybe they couldn't use Blackgate or Star Labs or something like that, so we get Indian Hills.
Maybe, unless they change the name later on or something.
It's interesting though that it's owned by Wayne Enterprises though. That's the one thing that's like, ooh, where are they going with this?
Yeah.
Isn't Wayne Enterprises behind most of the evil in Gotham anyway? Like, they have their name on everything that is evil in the place, so it didn't really surprise me.
They have their name on everything, period. I'm surprised they don't have a bank name.
I think Wayne Enterprises owns like everything in town, so
So really, Bruce is king of Gotham because Wayne Enterprises owns everything in Gotham.
Right. Basically, yeah.
Yeah, but the board doesn't want him in there, though.
Right.
Exactly. So yeah, that's my. I don't know. I don't know where they're going with Indian Hills, but I like it.
Well, guess we'll find out at the end of February.
Maybe not.
Well, that's when it comes back. All right. Is that it then?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
All right. Well, all right. We'll start with our guests. Crystal, if anyone wants to get a hold of you, where can they reach you?
You can reach me at Hope Gallops on Twitter. You can find everything else that I do from that page. So,
And the evil Lilith Hellfire?
Well, you guys can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire. If you have a Tumblr, you can find me at itslilithhellfire.tumblr.com. Or you can check out one of 2 of my websites, popculturepostmortem.com or lilithhellfire.com. They're both review sites. Pop culture is more oriented towards like comic books and video games and movies, whereas Lilith Hellfire is more like TV and music. So, yeah. And I also do Channel 52 here on Southgate Media Group, which is a podcast dedicated to all news-related things for the DC nations. And also World's Finest with Phil, of course. And we just started another podcast, Newcastle Crew. All things Constantine. We revamped it and really excited. It's dropping like the 2nd or 3rd Sunday in January, so look out for it.
That's right. And Kelly?
You can find me on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and just about everywhere else at SuperSquint. That's SuperSquint. And you can also hear me on Queen Consolidated and also Flashpoint with Lilith.
Yay!
Yay!
And me, well, my personal stuff, you can always email me and talk to me about anything DC or Marvel, nightwingpdp@gmail.com. On Twitter, I'm at nightwingpdp. And, of course, I'm doing those 20 podcasts with Lilith, and I'm also on the Flash Arrow Power Hour with Tyler and Zach. But if you want to contact us about Gotham or Batman specifically, you can email us beforethebat@gmail.com. On Facebook, we're Before the Bat, the Gotham Podcast. And on Twitter, we're at Before the Bat Pod, where you can live tweet with me whenever the show comes back.
50 years.
Don't forget to plug that thing you, me, and Charlie just did.
Oh, yeah, and keep your eye out. Hopefully it should be out pretty soon. We did a Marvel vs. DC special, the first one, hopefully in a series. It was me moderating. It was Lilith defending DC and Charlie defending Marvel, and wow.
It was fun.
I need to listen to this.
That had to be
Oh, yeah.
Lilith gets feisty.
Oh, Charlie's just as passionate about Marvel as she is about DC.
She
So.
is.
Yes, it's very good. Like I said, I think we want to do this as a series, maybe like once a month or maybe something.
Yeah.
Very cool.
All right. Is that all business for this time?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Well, then come back. Well, in February, but we'll try to throw some specials up. But until then, everyone, same bat time, same bat channel.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Where do you go?
It was real, guys. So much fun as usual.
The Gotham Podcast. Peace.